He was gone for the whole evening.
She's gonna come with her issues. She's gonna come with her annoyances. This decided to do it right back to me.
It really me off.
Cultural aspects that we didn't agree on, religious aspects we didn't agree on.
You f***ed up, man.
What's happening, guys? It's me.
I'm Wifey.
Kids have gone to bed now, so now's time for some serious conversation. Our first impressions of each other. This conversation worries me severely. Not what you thought of me, but what I thought of you.
You go first.
Ladies first.
No, you're the eldest, so you go first.
Yeah, you're right. Not really a lady.
Says the one who's a awkward.
Was it awkward for you?
Yeah, your dad was on the phone.
My dad called me to say, have you found her yet? Is she there? Immediately thought, for whatever reason, that my family was calling me every 3 seconds to say, you know, what's she like? What's she like? Is she alright? Has she got two heads? Our first date, we decided to go to Dudley Zoo.
It's a very nice hot day as well.
It was a roasting hot day, so we took a chance. I mean, again, I got on the boat. I went all the way down to Birmingham, chanced the weather. So as I'm approaching, I can see her sat there, non-stop smiling. I saw that. You got into the car and I can tell you were feeling awkward. You were feeling awkward.
Oh yeah? You had to stop by because you were hungry.
I was starving. I got on a boat. I was driving for hours that day. You know, for me, the day was long. For her, it just started.
He decided to go to Subway. Got a foot long.
Yeah, man.
4 bites.
I was hungry.
Foot long was gone.
Victim.
How the hell did he eat that?
There are some people who don't eat on the first date. Some people.
I didn't eat on the first date.
Yeah.
You know, as a female, they become so shy and the nerves take up so much. Even if you are with the person and you're hungry, you don't want to eat. You want to eat alone. You know what I'm trying to say?
I understand the comfort aspect of that.
If you're physically meeting the person up for the first time, you know, obviously you got that makeup on, you're looking all dull up, and last thing you want to do is eat something and they'll be like, hold up a second, let me apply my lipstick after you're done.
I'll be honest about something here. I had a very different impression of her compared to the actual person that I met. I had this image, attitude, aura, whatever you want to call it, that you were so rough as a person that everything you did, from talking, walking, sitting, everything required this extreme criticism, effort. You know, you got the sense that it would be a lot to make you happy. It was a concern based on online interaction. But when you first got in the car and I saw the smile and you got in and there was no bad vibe, everything, apart from the little bit of awkwardness from your part, from that point on, like, I could tell that her awkwardness and her tension was the dominating personality at this point. So that immediately flipped what I thought online.
Yeah.
You know the moment you know you're not with a complete psychopath and then you can relax and drop your guard. The weather on the day was
hot.
It was meant to be a cold, maybe rainy day, but that one day came and it was like the only day of the year when it was so hot it was pure t-shirt weather.
It was quite nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was actually perfect. I wouldn't call it a prank, but on this roasting hot day, I decided to turn a heated seat on without telling her. Except this decided to do it right back to me.
But this was on the way back.
That's even worse. I'm sweating, I'm hot. I get in the car, I've got a long drive ahead of me, and you flip my heated seat on.
He wasn't even looking, so I went, alright, karma's in, so boom, put the heated seat.
It completely flipped from this, you're this loud, annoying street hooligan, because that was the impression I got. I'm okay, she's still loud.
Won't change.
She can still be annoying.
That won't change.
She has the ability to tap into the street hoodlum side, but then again, so do I.
And I was gonna say, that's staying with us.
That's staying with us. Knowing that you have the ability to adapt, that was the most important key factor that I was looking for. I had no alarm bells. That was day 1. Day 2's a bit different. Day 3, day 4, all the way up to day 365, they were different.
We've been married for 4 years. There's no point being nice anymore.
Nobody in a marriage or relationship is pre-packaged. She's gonna come with her issues, she's gonna come with her annoyances, she's not gonna be completely 100% compatible, and her future may not even look like it's perfectly in line with yours. We clashed knowing we were gonna clash. We anticipated it and we put boundaries and things in place so we knew what to do when those clashes occurred.
It worked.
It absolutely worked.
Lockdown helped out, to be honest.
Lockdown weirdly was a massive blessing for us because
the amount of arguments and clashes we had.
when we were on our own and we can just
High heaven.
go through that
Horrible.
it was horrible, but it was important. As we first got married, we spoke about things that we didn't agree on. We spoke about cultural aspects that we didn't agree on, religious aspects we didn't agree on. You growing up in Birmingham, me growing up pretty much everywhere. Children, we couldn't even agree on points there. This is when we decided, we actively said to each other, let's have these difficult conversations now. Short-term pain, long-term pleasure. And it was f***ing horrible. I did not want to be next to this one and she didn't want to be next to me.
I didn't want to be next to him. I kicked him out of the bedroom as well. If you're married, you have an argument, it's the woman's right in the bedroom. She gets to have the bedroom. The guy gets the sofa. Remember that.
All I heard there was, the women are right.
They are. As a woman, I have house responsibilities, babies and all sorts. Why should I damage my back for you when you're a soldier? You get it?
Times get hard. Now, when your woman is running her mouth and it's adding to your stress and it's pushing you to your limits, you can argue back with her, you can defend yourself, you can make your points, but the moment it goes beyond a certain point, there's just damage on both sides because your best thinking is done when you are calm.
The only way it worked for us is when we were having a deep arguments to the extreme levels. We both were hot-headed. At that point, it really pissed me off when he used to do this, but now I think about it and I do think it was a good thing of him doing. He would quietly leave the house, sometimes slam the doors, but
heavy doors, barn doors.
Yeah, he would go for a drive, sit down somewhere, be on his own, or be with somebody, talk to somebody, or anything. And then about an hour later, we're texting each other. One thing we have noticed is when we're arguing,
we do best over text.
We talk best over text because in that way, because when you're so hot-headed, you know the other person ain't gonna listen to you and you're not gonna listen to them. He texts me, I text back, because in that way you're reading it, understanding it. Even though you're not listening to the voice, you're taking in all the information, all the knowledge.
Yep.
You get to respond how you want to respond back because there's nothing stopping you. You can stop me from saying something.
It's not even about stopping.
Interfering and all sorts.
Not even interfering. You could have said something important that was heartfelt, and I would not have wanted to hear it. So by the time you finish talking about it, I can't go back to it. On your messaging, at least you can scroll up and go back and reevaluate. And when you calm down, you start seeing the same messages a little bit differently. There's a very important point here, which is that because you did literally move somewhere where you've got no family, you've got nobody there. So the only source of trust was me, and we were freshly married. The only thing I will say as a rule, and this is a solid rule that I recommend that every guy has, you can argue with her, have major disagreements, you can get to the point you're off with her, you don't want to see the sight of her, but never ever deny her security in her home. Don't make her feel like she has to get out, or that she's not welcome in her own home, or that if she suddenly needs something that she can't just say, even if you're arguing, we need this. Your argument at that point becomes second priority. As much as it's difficult in that moment. There
was a point where me and him had a severe argument. He was gone for the whole evening. I was hungry. Guess what I did? Babes, can I have pizza, please?
Yeah, I went to go and collect it and drive it back for you.
He even dropped it off and didn't say hello to me.
But that bad experience legitimately shaped the rest of our marriage in a brilliant way. I told her everything I didn't like. I told her everything that I couldn't stand. She did the same with me. You told me plenty of things you couldn't stand about me.
That have changed.
I've adapted.
When you're married, you're never going to be perfect. All you're doing is growing and improving. You're not going to improve in a click and be like, oh, I'm a changed person. It takes years, it takes time. Patience is the key. Can you pull up with that person and have the patience to understand them and be around them regardless having that minor issues that you are having an issue with.
When she got comfortable, I saw her crazy side, the side that I could not stand, but obviously because I saw the potential in her.
Best decision ever.
Yeah.
When I first started talking to you, totally different.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
You had the dad jokes in the beginning.
I still have the dad jokes.
You do, but they're not cringy as they were back then. Pictures and stuff that you sent me to say this is who I am. Totally different. Because the pictures you sent me, you were in a suited booted, you looked like you were like a mechanic dude and all sorts.
What mechanic is suited and booted?
No, because you sent me 2 different pictures. One like a mechanic kind of like a uniform kind of type, and there was one where you were suited and booted. When I met you in person, I'm gonna go something straight. He didn't tell me how tall you were, first of all.
Just imagine Shrek at the end of the first film, the wedding cake. Lord Farquaad, Princess Fiona.
That was a concern for me.
You never asked.
Guys are always the one to ask the females, how tall are you?
I don't think I've ever asked a girl how tall are you. It's always a case of when I see them, I'll just go, oh, okay.
All my exes were tall, but I looked over my shoulders.
She literally looked over me.
Because you're in the jeans, the hoodie.
Which was my standard.
That standard kind of type.
Yeah.
And it was quite comfortable for me to
Yeah,
accept
I'm a big hoodie guy, so yeah.
You look a lot better in real life than in your photos.
All a part of my plan.
I didn't know about his freckles.
I'm like the only person in my continent to have freckles.
Never knew he had any. And this is the reason why I was throwing the teddy bear at you.
Because I have freckles.
No,
that's pretty racist.
No, I have this thing where I get nervous. My thing is
so like, you saw me and you thought that is a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But you had no beard. I don't like it. I hate it.
Now I can't stand being clean shaven. I don't like the Bin Laden look either, don't get me wrong.
I absolutely hate clean face. He's mature, his heart is sexy. But when I saw you, yeah, you were hot and sexy, but mine is no beard, because that almost put me off.
My group of friends, I literally went up to them one day and said, by the way, I'm getting married. Some of them didn't even know I was talking to you. It was just like this shock of they all assumed I was getting an arranged marriage done. You know, that's pretty much how most of them took that news. Way before the marriage even, I saw the most ugliest side of you that I feared. And that was the side when you lose control and take pride in losing the control. Trust, connect, do what we did. You just shaped into this incredible person. Mother of my children, man.